What it is, bruh? What it is, bruh? What it is right here, bruh?
Welcome to Which of the Sidemen is this? I don't have a name for it yet.
Simon.
I'm going to read something out, and we're going to have to try and match who we say.
Is it like Mr. and Mrs. vibes, where we have to get the same thing?
I want reasons that aren't the obvious. Because I feel like, realistically, when we ask questions about the Sidemen, it's nearly always JJ or Harry if it's a weird thing. Who is the most likely to start an argument for no reason?
So it's for no reason.
For no reason.
The key part is no reason. You're going to start an argument for no reason now.
Yeah.
What? There's still a reason though, right?
Well, maybe it's not me.
But like, there's still a reason as to why you're doing it. Like, what?
Well, yeah, but as in like an unnecessary reason. 3, 2, 1.
Harry!
I know we said that Harry and JJ are obvious answers for things, but I think JJ is so.
That's my obvious answer.
Nah, I haven't. I'm gonna do
Why
music
Harry?
tomorrow.
Like, you know, he's like, oh, it's not a gunster, it's not a
too late for
gunster.
music. I'll be getting
Or like
hyped.
where in the Chris MD video where he's slightly over the line and he asks a VAR the whole time. He can be finicky with rule sets when he feels he's had injustice against him. Like he argues for very small points of injustice against him. So that's why I've gone for it.
This was the very obvious answer.
He just gets wound up some days. He has good days and bad days he just picks a fight.
Yeah. They just explained my answer. Most likely to make a questionable fashion choice and act like it's normal, and it can't be KSI.
Is Calix on here or no?
No. This is too obvious an answer. Also, doesn't make the fashion choice.
He's banned because his stylist puts him in stuff.
He's banned.
Like you see him in BGT, he looks like, what's her name? Is that Whoopi Goldberg? It literally does so badly. So most likely to make
have you seen how she
questionable
dresses?
fashion choice and act like
of
it's
course.
normal.
I've got two answers.
You can't get a stylist that
3,
wears
2,
fucking
1.
pajamas.
Vic Star. The obvious answer for me was now Harry, only because he wears pajamas all the time.
Obvious answer is Harry because he has the rolled up socks with pajamas and bright blue running trainers on all the time.
All the time.
Vic
Why
Star's
Vic
my
Star?
secondary answer because it's 2025 and he's wearing those army bottoms.
Oh my god!
Right,
I forgot
the
about them.
camo bottoms with the cuffed.
Yeah, with the black Yeezys.
And to be fair, he actually doesn't care, which is what I rate the most anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not like a rogue fashion choice and acts like it's normal because. It's his normal. It's like the Minecraft jacket or the Primark jacket.
Primark jacket.
He still wears the XIX Nitro bottoms all the time. Not to shit on Seven Clothing, but we've moved on now. We're on bigger things.
I went with Toby because I feel like he gets away with a lot because he looks cool in it. He looks cool in pretty much everything.
But anyone looks cool in it if they really. No, Cal doesn't.
Yeah, Calix tries. But I feel like I've seen Toby turn up sometimes, and it's like, I feel like you've got away with this because you're Toby Jizzle.
He makes the most brave fashion choices, but I will argue, like, yeah, it's easier to be brave when you kind of pull it all off.
You know when I bought him that weird coat thing with the higher ups here?
He pulled that off.
I literally said you could wear that.
When I watched Simon Sunday back and he wore an oven mitt as a hat and it looked good.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's when I was like, hang on a second, saying it's gone wrong.
But he wore that and he
pulled it off.
He casually wore that though. Someone came up to him and said, I really like your hat.
It was a good hat. I was impressed with that one. I was happy with that prompt.
Most likely to completely change their personality after a few drinks.
So look, the obvious answer is Harry because he's just an arsehole when he's drunk.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, fair. No, to be fair, he was the same. When he did the drinking video and then he threw up on the train.
That's not the same. How often do you see Toby throw spaghetti all over a train?
This man. Give him a couple drinks and he starts going,
Vic
me and my boy Don Julio, you know.
He does. He does. Even on
on
all the pub golf moments that he has, he definitely does switch up. I think he's still himself, but he just is a little more out of his shell, if that makes sense.
When we were in Ibiza for the YouTube premium show, and he had some Don Julio and
I've got a 32-minute recording of him yapping
about swimming.
I have the whole recording of that, by the way. 32 minutes of him yapping.
TLDR, swimming shows off sexual prowess. No. That's the only way I can explain it.
No, I actually love drunk Vic Star. He's great. Yeah, Toby, by drinking, that's a big personality change.
Most likely to randomly disappear without telling anyone, can't be Toby.
Are we all together? Or is it a case of like
I think it has to be Harry.
They're just ghosting. Like Harry's famous for an Irish goodbye. Toby does go AWOL a lot. JJ disappears because he just is doing something else. So he's not around for ages.
I've got my answer. 3, 2, 1. First to shoot, first to leave shoot. The second we say it's done, I'll be like, oh, Josh, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh, he's gone. You know what I mean? Like he is instant. He's
colleagues, mate, his colleagues.
True.
This guy, every function, rocks up, leaves by 9 p.m. Even like big wed shoots, he just goes, disappears somewhere else and doesn't come to the shoot.
We did one where it was
in
like
Qatar, he went somewhere else. He went in for drinks, I think.
But then we did one where it was like, whoever loses the hole is out, and he
gone.
lost first hole. He just wasn't in the video for the rest of it. Most likely to buy something stupid.
I respect
just
it though.
Because it's on sale.
He just doesn't. He doesn't want to like just go through the motions anymore. I respect
I'm
it.
between two.
Do you want to pick?
It's like a goal to be able to do that. You know.
3, 2, 1. What? Me?
Yeah, you're a bit of a
Yeah,
sucker.
that shit ain't
I guess
true,
not really yours actually isn't about.
There's not one. Like, imagine like this nigga Drewski is bigger than me, bro. And I'm trying to imagine myself gearing up and running and jumping on top of a female. Like, first of all, just in that essence alone, she's dying. Then it said I had sex with her against her will. First of all, bitch, I ran over and jumped on you. I'm exhausted. What are we talking about? You understand what I'm saying? The shit doesn't make sense.
On sale, though. You're a sucker to buy something, use it. You like pick it up for a day or two and then never pick up again. What's a good example?
Yeah, go on. What's a good example?
Like the table tennis machine.
Yeah?
How often you use it in the past week?
Once. I've used it once this week.
Okay.
Bad example.
A week before?
0. Week before once. It was on my Snapchat. But I am also doing things like that for videos. I'm an impulsive buyer.
Yeah, and I'm not that.
No.
Definitely not that.
I chose Harry as well.
Harry, again, will buy just weird stuff.
He'll see a gnome on sale and buy it.
Yeah, he's more likely to buy on sale, I think. He would care about the bargain more.
Yeah, because he'll then look at it and be like, I remember that because that's the gnome I bought, and I saved myself £52.
And I think you'd pick Vic.
I've seen him when I've lived with him change his meal choice because it was on sale.
That's respectable, honestly.
It's fully, but it fits this question.
He looks after his pennies, makes the pounds.
Most likely to commit to a bit, even when no one is laughing. It can't be Harry.
Bazinga.
Because if Harry commits to a bit,
Ethan's laughing.
Ethan will laugh.
Issue is, JJ laughs at his own bit.
And to be fair, when JJ commits to a bit, it is normally funny. I feel like I'm down to the less funny Sidemen.
What the fuck?
I'm in that, don't worry.
Well, no, I think committing to a bit when no one's laughing actually is funny.
3, 2, 1. Minus for the grandma wheels.
Zerka definitely will.
Should be a bike. That's not fair. I want the raw footage of this.
Why me?
Niggas ain't shit.
Like you've just agreed and then disagree with me.
Because I think me and you we're happy to just look stupid at times, and we're more likely to lean on the like when Sank falls flat. Toby does it too, I think, where we're likely to indulge in that more. Like, so let's say a joke falls flat, we might add to the falling flatness.
But is there an argument that the others just don't make jokes that fall flat? They don't allow themselves to.
Yeah, that's different though. Not allowing yourself to, and hey, shoot a shoot, you know.
Shoot, do Dennis.
And yeah, exactly.
Just let it happen, Josh.
Maybe we shoot more shots. I don't know how to explain what I mean, but I just feel like there's certain people who, that's part of the dryness of the humour.
Okay. I get you.
You do though. Deep down you do. You want to pull a face and you want to. He's doing a bit now. See.
Most likely to secretly have a burner Twitter account. Yeah, I'll be honest. I think it's JJ.
This is the answer. Because he has the crypto one, which is now his main.
I think he's also the kind of person that would love to make one to go into the KSI community.
I bet he has an account, right, where he is like, maybe he's the fan.
So all he does is he just praises
Glazes
KSI.
himself, yeah.
It.
And like he gets into beef for people
Oh
who diss
my
him.
god, I hope not.
Because he can't do it on his own account because it looks like fucking
I hope not.
But if he does it on another account, it's good. I might do that.
Fair. Most
I
likely
might
to
do that.
think that they could survive in the wild, but they absolutely couldn't. We've done a video on more Sidemen.
Vic!
It's not out yet, I don't think. I don't know when this is coming out. I'm fully...
Yeah, Vic. I remember that shit.
This man said that he could survive a month in a forest.
This nigga Vic couldn't
I
survive
wasn't
2
backing that
days.
you can survive in a forest for a month. Whether he can or not.
I don't think he can.
I think he might surprise you though. I actually don't.
I was the host of the forest video.
But you let Harry do the hard work for the trees. Cool.
Neither of them are surviving. Don't get me wrong, if you're talking about like England right now and you're talking like this weather where there's no
Anyone
rain,
can survive
nothing. That yeah, you're just gonna end up being hungry and thirsty. That's
But
it.
what if, let's say he's on an island in the Pacific Ocean. Maybe, just maybe, he has the know-how and knowledge to survive.
Do you think you could survive?
On a good day.
Toby doesn't believe he could survive. I don't believe I could survive. And I don't think JJ thinks he could survive. So you're down to these 4. I watched you build a raft, you're dead.
I feel like this is like the kind of shit that I like dream of being able to have arguments with my friends. Because like when you do have a lot of money. Because like I could like these niggas right now could talk this out and they could be like, all right, you know what? Let's do this then. Let's say this. Like, let's go to class. Let's take a month right? And like once a week or twice a week, we'll sit down with somebody that whoever we can get in contact with, that's like the best survival expert possible, and we'll go out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we'll take a camera with us, and we'll try to survive out somewhere. Even it could be the easy place like England for 30 days out in the woods. And they can have like a bodyguard or someone that comes and checks on them, you know what I'm saying? A truck that's not too far away, just so they know that they're like safe and shit, and they're not like really on their own, but they can't interact with them. And if they do interact with them, they're out. You know what I'm saying? It's over. You don't get the bread. And then they can just put money on the line. And something very embarrassing, like now that we're YouTubers, it could be a crazy video that you got to upload, or like and I'm gonna make the script for it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it could just be some crazy shit. So I don't know. I think this is the kind of shit that is like the dream of, you know what I'm saying?
This man
a raft on an island.
I watched this man carry a log barely.
Yeah.
Dead. These two would eat the first berry they see and die. There's nowhere. None of the Sidemen survive.
But when it's life or death.
No, we're dead. Most likely to keep a random object for years, just in case. 3, 2, 1. It's you.
For sure, I'm so
Mr. 13 Xbox One.
I'm so loyal.
Yeah.
I'm loyal to everything.
You have
that
so
I have.
many Xbox 360s.
I am a loyal man to all things and
Did
people.
you utilize the fact that you moved house to get rid of some of it?
I did a good job.
So no.
No, I actually did do
You
it.
just condensed
For
it.
me, I did a good job at throwing a lot of stuff away.
Most likely to learn a random skill for no reason.
I got you,
People
Katie.
who
I'll
even
go
has
for you,
random
gang.
skills. Like, you've got a couple.
I know who I'm choosing.
Random
there's a close
skill.
second.
It's gotta
What's a
be
random
Harry.
skill? Like, I can do Rubik's Cube, or I can finger my arsehole.
I'm changing it to you now. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, he's second here, let's see.
It's Toby. He'll just decide on something and be like, all right, now I'm learning that.
I can do GeoGuessr-ish.
That's really cool. I can do GeoGuessr.
I can.
Why Harry?
I can picture him with like one of those like yo-yos or something. You know what I mean? I can picture him with Diablo. Did he have one? I don't know. Maybe Toby had that instead. I would enjoy that too, but I just feel like
I don't think you would learn it though.
I just make videos. That's basically, you take videos out of my life, I'll do a lot more things.
If I gave it to you now, you'd spend the next few hours on it. That'd be it.
Bored, yeah.
Whereas Toby would be like, now I've got.
I realised that. I'm not a good follow-througher. Is that the right word? Like, I will pick up something, like you do a little bit actually, for a week.
Find a way to throw in an insult. It's fine, you know. What have I not followed through on, Zerka?
Everything you've ever done.
Damn.
Most
Damn.
likely to act like they know what they're doing when they absolutely don't.
Clock
3,
it, bitch.
2, 1. Put myself up there.
I respect
honest
that.
man.
I think Ethan more so.
Ethan's really good at a fake it till you make it vibe, but he's also very good at vocalising what he does.
I think I can blag my way to thinking,
People will believe you.
yeah.
Yeah, he believes in himself more, but I think you don't believe in yourself as much. So I think
So it's turning into a proper therapy session, this video. I need to follow through more and believe in myself.
facts,
Yeah.
facts. Where he's really, really good.
He does
It's a
really
great trait of
believe in
his,
himself.
where he believes in himself and he vocalises.
Maybe a little bit too much.
Doesn't matter though.
But first year of the Sidemen, he also told us that he is categorically the best looking fat man in the world.
And he's not like Charlie Sloth, is he?
Last one. Most likely to get way too competitive over something that doesn't matter. Genuinely, the only person I'm taking out of the equation is Vic. I think I could say I'm better than him at Dota. And he wouldn't really give a shit. This actually could be any of us, I'm gonna be honest. The two obvious ones are these two.
Yes, I had him.
I like
These are
that.
the obvious two. JJ will
I
literally...
like that.
You can beat him at anything and he'll immediately have to beat you at something else. You beat him at FIFA and he goes, yeah, but how much money do you have? It's like, you know what I mean? Ethan is just very competitive.
How
He
many
gets
monthly
so
listeners?
like his day will get ruined if he loses.
Yeah. Oh, so these three are my top three of the competitive.
But Harry there.
Yeah, because he actually does really care about certain things, and you can see that he gets worked up.
I try not to bother getting involved with a lot of stuff because I can't be asked to be competitive. And I know I'm competitive, but I try not to put myself in the situation to be competitive. I'm putting you two quite high.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that's very competitive anymore.
When we did the real life Olympics, you stay behind until you know you can beat everyone else's score. You were throwing javelins.
You said
for
there's
an
gonna be
extra,
some
like, 10
cheeks
minutes.
in there, Katie? Oh
after that.
shit!
Yeah, I
Hold
care
on
less about
now.
winning. I care more about I think I can do that, so I need to achieve what I think I can achieve.
Toby, I would have put lower, but the guitar match, I was like, wow,
Yeah, he gets worked up.
I was like, you are really...
Yeah,
'cause
we
I
just
went-
watched
me
it,
and JJ
Reese.
went over to him at half time. We're like, bro, chill, by the way. That was a handball.
Yeah, he gets more. That's different. I guess
That was a
being competitive
handball.
and being frustrated from competitive, because I'm never frustrated.
John, how would you rank the Sidemen? This to end the video. I think
I see this most after.
he has to be last though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Vic last.
Shit.
Don't say yeah, sure.
He's the only one that is fueled by other people beating other people, which is why he's the reason. Right?
He'll take risks to be on top, which is why he succeeds.
Yeah.
And he'll go out of his way to like
bro's still getting platinum songs and tweeting rice gum. That is the next level. Who's after?
He just doesn't care.
Harry.
Ooh, okay.
He's natural.
Yeah.
He loves it.
I would go those three top. Yeah.
That's my top 3, easy.
Josh, you can get fixated on things.
That's what I'm saying.
Between you two,
Yeah.
you can err on the side of Vic and not give a shit.
I try not to put myself
then
in a
will you
position where I can be competitive. Even like poker nights, I don't bother doing them because I'm like, this ends up not being fun. It's just competitive, and I don't find that fun.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Okay.
That's true. What's you put me second last?
Second last, yeah.
Shit, man. Damn, I win! So I did there. Committed to the bit.
And no one laughed.
Yep, he actually did. He gave us a slight chuckle.
He has to laugh.
I know.
Literally has to laugh.
Literally fired if not. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching.
Fired if not.
And bye.
Oh, I didn't say it. Peace.
And like and subscribe, bitch ass niggas.